Hello everyone, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here, and we're back from our hollybobs. Had an excellent 12 days, something like that, in Cornwall. Yeah, beautiful, and avoided all the hot weather. Well, sort of. Didn't get the worst of it, but that was great. Got some surfing in, and generally had a great time. So, today, 3 recipes as usual, and they're all from things that we discovered online while we were on holiday. So we thought we'd have a crack at them. So we've not practiced any of them. So let's see how we go. Right, let me show who's here. On camera, morning. Andrea in her flip-flops and her summer gear. It's got to be warm, and it is. It's lovely. And then outside, at the bar, as usual, Mama with her pink bubbles to match her pink trousers. Yeah. Look at that. And Helena on the Insta. So ask any questions. So I'll pass you back.
Thank you.
Right. One of them I've sort of cheated at, but I'm going to show you how to do it, but we've got to get it on. So we're going to use the rotisserie, and we're going to do some Thai style chicken skewers. So I have the chicken skewers already, and I'll make the sauce for you in a minute. So we're going to load them up on here and get them spinning, and then we're going to baste them with some coconut cream. We're going to put in there some soy and some honey, I think. Yes, honey. Couldn't remember. They've got 3 recipes with so many ingredients, so I will write them all up. Willow. Chucking it on the floor. One for the mice. Right, so those are just chicken thighs loaded onto the skewer. Going to pop them in. The egg is at about 180, 200 degrees, and we'll just let them spin. And then every so often I'm going to come back and baste them. So we'll pop those in there. So let's tell you about everything we're doing. So we have Thai skewers, and we're going to baste those with some coconut cream, honey, bit of soy, and then we've got a dipping sauce which I've already made for them, a peanut dipping sauce. We'll post that. There was just too much to show you for the whole thing, so we'll show you those in a minute. We have a cauliflower dish. Now we do cauliflower in the cooks, and we're going to do something similar, but then we're going to put an Asian barbecue sauce on it, cook it, and then we're going to add some chilies, some peanuts, and so on to it. And it's got a dipping sauce as well. So we're going to do that, or barbecue sauce, sorry, not a dipping sauce. And then the final one, we're going to do, you might want to come a bit closer, Andy. We're going to do some Korean pancakes. So in here I've got some carrot that I've julienned-ish. That's a chunky julienne. We've got some courgette, we've got some spring onion, and a few potatoes. So we're going to mix those into a batter, and then we're going to fry that as a pancake, cut it up, and then we've got another dipping sauce for that. So I said it's 3 recipes, it's about 6 really. So while those are going, what we'll do is start with our cauliflower. So who's on? Let's do that.
Hold on.
Say that Carlos is on.
Carlos is on, what's he doing?
Happy hour in the Maldives.
Oh, Carlos.
Mum, like, say cheers, Mum, you've got a glass. Cheers.
Yeah, oh, Carlos. I can't believe he's tuned in on his lovely holiday to the Maldives. I've already seen he's been to Dubai, so that's just rude.
So we have also got Phil Nurse, we've got Jeanette Harvey.
Morning, Phil and Jeanette.
Dave Carpenter, Jane McKenzie.
Morning, Dave and Jane.
Kerry. Franco.
Is Kerry's husband?
Darren
Lurkin, or?
Franco.
Morning, Franco.
In this house we fry.
Should know who that is.
Isla Mills. UK Barbecue, Jason Farmer.
UK Barbecue, who isn't Marcus. Keep getting it wrong. Tell us who you are, UK Barbecue. We did tell us once. Helena thinks she knows. I've forgotten. Anyway.
Who else? Phil Nurse, Jane Bleakley, T. Ramsdale. Yeah.
Cool. Good for you. Right, let's crack on. So, this is a recipe, sort of, that comes a little bit from, that we do in the class, but sort of comes from Simon Rogan, who runs Long Clume up in Cumbria. So I'm just going to take the core out of this cauliflower. So we're going to start it like we'd start the recipe in the classes. But then we're going to add this sauce to it. So once you've got it like that, I'm just going to get rid of the green bits. We're then going to chop it into slices. So about 1 centimetre thick, it'll all fall apart. Like that. Just chop that one up. Okay. Pop it into a bowl because we're going to cover it in oil and a bit of salt, maybe. There we go. I'm using groundnut oil today, so a bit of groundnut oil because that's more Asian than olive. Get that in
Sorry,
there.
I've got a wasp on my hat
Oh.
handle. Sorry.
You're right.
Yep. Nearly dropped your phone.
Bit of salt in there just to get it going. We're going to give that a toss just to get it a little bit oily. So hopefully you can see that. And then we're going to get it on this egg over here, Andy.
Okay.
So at just about 200 degrees, I've got this egg. And I've got it set up with a convector up the other way. So if you haven't been to a class, what we do then is just chuck these straight on there. And what you should be able to hear, just tiny bit, can you hear the little sizzle?
Mm.
So we're going to give these a few minutes. Got lots of bits that I will probably lose off the sides. But we're going to give those about 5 minutes and then we'll flip them. 5 or 6 minutes. Cool, that was a huge cauliflower. Whoop, there you go. Told you I'd lose them down the sides. And what we want to do is just get them browned. Sorry, I'm getting heckled from Helena. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's going in 5 or 6 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. Right, I'm going to wash my hands. So I'm going to come behind you, Andy. Sorry, what did you say? Change the
Hose.
hose. Yes, I changed the hose. Thank you. I haven't got a tea towel though, so it's shorts. There we go.
You classy guy. Normal service.
So to go with our Thai chicken, I'll show you what we've got. So we've got a couple of things. We're going to make a basting sauce, but first I'll show you what the marinade was, and we'll make some up and we can store this. So I have 2 tablespoons of sugar. I have a teaspoon-ish or clove of garlic. I have a teaspoon of ginger. Into that, we're going to add some creamed coconut. So 2 tablespoons of creamed coconut. So pop that in. We have 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce. We have 2 tablespoons of normal soy sauce. The dark stuff's just stronger. And then some oyster sauce, a tablespoon of oyster sauce. So all that goes in, and then you can just whisk it up. And that is the marinade then for your chicken thighs. So that's basically all I did about 7:30 this morning. Could have done it overnight, but just did it this morning. Got the deboned the chicken, took the skins off. What are you laughing at? What banter's going on?
No.
So I did that, and then I put in about 1 kilo of chicken thighs. So a kilo once they've been finished. To that, I'm going to do the move over here. It's just a little bit easier. You lot, what's going on?
No, there's someone that's just called Joy called Only a Ginge. And since...
Is it so,
no,
our niece and nephew call Helena Auntie Ginger? Because if you look at her hair, it changes colour in the sun. But so I'm going to put in about 6 tablespoons, something like that, of creamed coconut. So that's gone in. I'm going to add in a little bit of soy, about a teaspoon soy, something like that. I'm going to put in a tablespoon and a bit of runny honey, and then I'm going to grab a spoon from somewhere. Should have brought more cutlery out, but anyway. No, we're all right. We're good. And now we're going to use this as a baste for that, so we get really coconutty. Taste it. Oh, that's like eating the middle of a Bounty bar. So, open it up. We're just going to baste a little bit on them. Just to add a little bit of extra coconutty. This looked amazing on the recipe, so let's hope it tastes. It smells incredible. So a little bit of that on. Oops, a bit fell off, but that's cool. Right, we'll let those carry on spinning. So that is set at roughly 180, 200 degrees on the rotisserie. If you wanted to do it just on normal skewers, you could. If you wanted to use the tandoor ring on the top and just hang them down, you could. It would just make it more difficult to baste. So that's our first recipe. So let me get that out of the way.
So can I ask a question?
Yeah, you can ask a question.
So
Let's go over so they can hear her.
Jason has asked, do you
Morning,
think
Jason.
these could be cooked on the tandoor skewers?
Exactly what I just said.
Oh, well, sorry, I didn't hear that. I was reading the questions.
Yes, yeah, perfect. Drop them down. They're just going to baste them though. You're just going to have to lift them out, baste them, pop them back in. A little bit easier like that, but yeah, would work perfectly.
Oh, and Franco says thanks for the advice about pork.
Oh, perfect. So Franco, while we were away, contacted me about cooking some pulled pork, and he's done a 3 kilo. He was going up to a 6.5 kilo, and asked how much longer it would take. And I said it would probably take about the same time, because on a pulled pork, the time is in the stall where the outside is drying out, and you probably need higher airflow with a bigger bit of meat to cook it, so it will go through the stall more quickly. So it probably take about the same time to cook. And Helen has just spilt water all over herself.
No, I think I've just washed my lid and it's just
Oh,
dripping everywhere. That's fine. It's quite refreshing.
right.
isn't it?
So this baste, let me just show you this, and I'll publish it. Peanut butter, some soy sauce, there's some chili in there. Andy hates peanut butter, so that's why we're not doing it, but I'll publish it. There's my 5 minutes.
Oh, it stinks. Sorry.
So this we're going to put over.
Smells
some of the
lovely.
chicken. Yeah. So I'll put that to one side for now. Right, let's go and have a look at these cauliflowers. Oh. You are funny. But what we're looking for with these is that they start to turn a little bit golden. They haven't yet, so need to be another few minutes on those. But they are. You can hear them. They're going a little bit golden. Now, we're going to have them on here a little bit longer. I'm going to put some barbecue sauce on them. So I'll probably turn them again in a couple of minutes and then take them off before we would have done normally.
Oh, see, I knew me and Franco had a connection. He don't do peanut butter either.
Does he not?
Nah.
Oh, dear. Right, let's go on to our pancakes. So, all my ingredients in here. This is just, well, it's not, it's a slightly modified normal pancake mix. So we've got a cup or 130 grams of plain flour. I've added a little bit of garlic powder to it. I'm going to get some water, so I'll just grab that. So again, a cup of water. So that can go in there. We need an egg. So it's just like pancake day. Get the egg in there and then we'll give it a whisk up.
Oh, someone else doesn't like peanut butter. We've created something
Oh.
controversial.
Oh,
Well,
Rob Whitley doesn't like it either.
oh, Rob. So, whisk it up to take all the lumps out. So we've got a runny. Now, if you wanted this slightly stiffer, you could put, say, another a quarter less water in there. And now we're going to add our veg. So we've got a small potato. So this was like that sort of size potato, chopped into almost julienne. Get those in. Spring onion, 2 spring onions, sliced up. We've got half a courgette and half a carrot. So I want to get those in there. We need a little bit of salt. We'll put in some pepper. What we're going to do is make these. Probably should have got a bigger spoon. Huh? What's going on?
oh, she's now mentioned the other nasty stuff.
What else don't you like, Andy?
Marmite.
Oh,
Ugh.
I can do Marmite.
Oh, Kerry's with me.
Oh,
Kerry's
Kerry.
So is their household split?
For divorce.
Is their household split, is it? Oh. Right, so we've got pancake mixture over some carrots, some courgette, some spring onion, a little bit of potato, all mixed up. And now we're going to put this in a pan. All right, I'm going to check those first, and then we'll put that in and fry it. Right, going to flip all of these. This side's not that hot, but that's better. Now, any of you've tried this at home, it's a bit of a messy way of doing it, but it works. It makes the cauliflower so crunchy. Now, perfect. Right, let's get on. Go over to this one. Oh, spot on. I reckon we can make just one big one. I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
See what happens. So in here, I need some oil. Tiny bit of oil. This is a bit dangerous, isn't it? Because the first pancake's always the worst, and I'm only making one.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, it'll also be the best because I'm only making one.
Yeah.
I've got a big cast pan, so I'm going to put a little bit of oil in there. This egg is direct. It's 180 degrees. I'm just going to grab a spoon. And we'll tip it in. How I'm going to turn it, I don't know. I haven't figured that bit out yet. I'm not flipping it because it hasn't got a handle. Now I wouldn't want that any...
Round one.
Just going to grab a big spoon. That'll make it easier. But I wouldn't want that any thicker, I don't think. Right, I'm going to give it...
I'm excited by this one.
Yeah. These looked incredible on the photos. Should have practiced, but...
You're welcome.
Didn't, yeah. Helena found this one. Didn't get time to practice. This is going to be... There you go. Right. Lush. Remind me in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It actually says 5 or 6 on the recipe. So, right. To go with that, we're going to make a dipping sauce. Those look like they're doing all right. Those were just... So this is to go with the pancake. I've got some soy sauce, a teaspoon of sesame oil. To it, I'm going to add some ginger. Sorry, we had got it in this funny little pot because I chopped it. So about a teaspoon of ginger. Lovely. In here, I've got clove of garlic, some sesame seeds, a spring onion, and a chilli. So I'll get that in. I'm going to let that just sit and marinate. I'm going to give it a little swirl around.
So, Phil Nurse has asked, is it a, I think, I don't know how you say it, pageant, it is. The
Yes,
pancake is-
yes, it is, Phil.
He gets today's gold star.
Can you get me another spoon?
Just an ordinary spoon.
Teaspoon.
Yeah.
I haven't brought any cutlery out or anything. Right, let's check out. We'll give it another baste over here. Oh, look at the colour. Oh, that looks splendid. That's exactly how it looked on the recipe. How am I doing for time? I'm doing all right. Could be ahead today. So we'll get more of that coconut over there. Oop. Right, cool. Just going to grab a thermopen and see what temperature's at. Basically, they're thighs, so anything above 74 is good. So it's 62, so they're cooking quite quickly. 65. Anything above 74 is great. Sorry about the smoke, Andrea.
It's okay.
Back to our...
You're killing me today, you two.
Right. I don't want to overcook it because it's got to go back on. So I'm going to take it off, chuck it back in this bowl. So it's had about 2/3 of the time. If you were going to do this as per our normal cauliflower recipe, it's about 2/3 of that. It's not as brown yet, but we're going to put some sauce on it in a second. So I'm going to make a quick barbecue sauce. Lost a bit there. Right. Shut that back up. That's at 200, 220.
Oh, sorry, I missed a question. Did you do that with Savannah?
Did what?
Okay, so Darren
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, go over there so you can hear.
Yeah.
has said using the Minimax and miss having the convenience of the expander. What does everyone do to increase the cooking area in the brilliant Minimax? Is there an option, Nick? I don't know.
There isn't in the UK. Adam Flint, though, who's on one of the forums, says you can get some bolts. And he's got another cooking grate, so he's got I think it's a slightly smaller cooking grate. So you could get one from Big Green Egg for the Mini, and they do have them. And then he's used some bolts, and he puts a bolt on the bottom with a washer, and then a washer, and then a bolt for the bottom grid, so it sort of holds the bolt up, and then you can do the same, so you get 2 layers. I'll try and find a photo of it, but Adam Flint, look him up. I'm sure it's Adam who's done it. But yeah, he's done multiple layers in his Minimax. I'm pretty sure it's Adam anyway. Could you get me a line, please?
Yes, chef.
Or a couple of lines. Right. Sorry, I've forgotten some ingredients. So, that's our dipping sauce. That's going to be for our pancakes, and I'm going to put some lime in there just to zhuzh it. What we need to do is make a quick barbecue sauce for our cauliflower. So in here, about a tablespoon of ginger. I've got some tom yum paste. So if you've ever had tom yum sauce, you go into a Thai supermarket, you can buy these little tubs, and they've got red curry paste, green curry paste, and all the others. And thank you. Oh, you're going to throw both now? Yeah. At least I've caught them. And they have a tom yum paste. So I'm just putting some lime into that dipping sauce just to brighten it a little bit. Taste it. Oh yeah. Right. So that's got some tom yum paste in it, which looks like that. There's me trying to explain what it looks like, and I'll put it on the tray so that you know what it looks like. Right. Into there, a tablespoon of soy. 2 tablespoons, because this is a barbecue sauce, of runny honey. 2 tablespoons of ketchup. It's easier to squeeze these. A tablespoon of sweet chili sauce. And mix. Whoop. And flick.
So Julie's on.
Yeah, morning Julie.
She's cooking with the steel balls.
Oh, morning. I know exactly where she is. In a ask her if she's in a lovely new oak building with 2... Oh, okay. There you go. I think I know exactly where you are, Julie. You've already done a class with them. Anyway. Yeah, and I think he's moved house and has got another incredible setup. Used to have a totally different one. Bought his eggs from me. Yeah.
Oh, I'm giving a shout out if that's all right. I've just seen Jolie, my hairdresser, join. Hey, Jolie. Sorry.
Random. Right. So we've got a barbecue sauce. Oh, that's lovely and sweet. So that can go over. Well, I wanted to keep some of that back. Never mind. So we'll whiz that up. And then we're going to put that back on. Now this is going to caramelise, so we don't want it on there too long. So we're going to go back to this egg. Now if you don't want to do this on your convector, I'm just going to clean it with a bit of foil. If you don't want to do it on your convector, fair enough. Do it on some baking parchment, something like that. Put it on there. So you can hear that, and that, because of all the sugars in there, that's going to start to caramelise. It's got chili in there. It's going to be good. Right, flip those in a couple of minutes. Back to our kebabs.
Peter has a beautiful
Oh.
outside kitchen.
Yes, it is. I just couldn't think of his name, which is terrible. The Smoke Daddy, I think he's on. Yeah, I saw it. It was only finished this week. It looks incredible. Look him up on Instagram, the Smoke Daddy. So, look at those. 66, 67, 69, not far off, 70. As tender as anything, 77. So another 2 or 3 minutes. Let's go and have a look at our pancake hash. Probably burn it now. Oh no. Right. How the am I going to turn it? I might chop it in half and turn it.
Difficult.
Yeah. I hadn't thought of that when I made it that big. Got a knife. Definitely not what you should do when you've just seasoned your pan and got it really nice and non-stick, but
In the comments, I just told people that we became very popular with our neighbours cooking on the
Oh,
mini
yeah.
mats.
to the point that after sampling some curry,
Well done.
much better doing it in 2 halves. Well, we made a curry one night because we had a friend of ours, Andy, join us. I don't know if Andy's on.
No, I don't think
And they couldn't believe we were making curry and naan. So on the last day of our holiday, they said, "We've got these Cumberland sausages. You wouldn't cook them for us, would you?" So we had to do a whole load of stuff. That's nearly done. It's looking good. Right. They're nearly done. Let's give these a zhuzh. Oh, it smells amazing. I think we're going to like this. Right, that's going to take a couple more minutes. So, we're going to put some peanuts on it. I know Andy's not the biggest fan of peanuts. Is that true? I'll put them on my half.
It's fine.
If I could get into the wipes, it'd be great. Where's Lexi when you can't get anything open? Just going to wipe the board down a tiny bit. I've got stuff all over it. And I've forgotten to put the salt and pepper. Right. So we're going to chop some coriander with a knife, which is over there. Just to make it look pretty. Get a bit of flavour. We need a chilli. I'm going to keep the seeds in. Right, that's ready for our cauliflower and anything else we need. We've got our peanut sauce to go with our chicken. We've got our dipping sauce to go with our pancake. So I'll put that up there and I'll put some pancakes around there in a second. Dipping sauce can go there. That we would have marinated, so that's ready for some more. Let's see how our chicken's doing.
Okay, I've got another question.
Okay. Another question. Should we go over, Andy? 'Cause
Yep.
you're here.
What is the maximum weight the Let's Q can handle?
15 kilos.
Sorry, missed you there.
15 kilos. So it's got exactly the same motor as the Kamado Joe. Pretty much. I mean, I've taken both of them apart. They rate theirs to 40 kilos. It's exactly the same width of steel. Let's Q say 15 kilos. So I think they're erring on the safe side. But if you want it to spin more than 15 kilos, the key bit. So I shouldn't have eaten stuff because I keep spitting it out. The key bit is to make sure the weight is central. Otherwise you will put stress on the motor and break the motor. So you want to see if you can get it central. You can buy weights that you hang off the bar. So if say you put a turkey on there and it wasn't quite central, you can then add this weight to the bar to even it up so the motor isn't under so much stress.
Can I,
15 kilos.
I did ask if people would like to see me cook next week.
Okay. Churros.
No, fish was the answer, so I've just said...
Fish?
I said,
Oh,
ironically-
did somebody?
No, I said
Oh.
ironically you're going fishing next week, but
Yeah.
you don't actually have a great track record.
Yeah, so I went fishing on holiday. How many days? 2 or 3 days? 2 days. Fishing's probably the wrong term. I call it staring at the sea, throwing things in and out and losing stuff. 0 fish. But I am going with Martin and Steve on Thursday, offshore, on a boat, to go bass fishing. So next week we will not be cooking bass. If we don't catch anything, they'll kill me. Anyway, let's go and check this chicken. Oh dear. Yeah, so Martin and Steve, are two of our good customers, are taking me fishing. 69. Right, not bad. 72. Right. Give it another minute or two. Let's get that off, or turn it. And we'll get our pancake out. Yeah, that's nice and gloopy and ready, so I'm going to pop it in here. I don't want to overcook it. You don't want it to all be squodgy, and you want to have a bit of bite left on it. Oh, it smells delish. So I think today, Phil, because Phil's on, my new Thermomix turns up. Been waiting since middle of, when did I order it? May? Beginning of May? Anyway, right. Let's go and put some of this out here. Sorry Andy, I'm walking fast. We'll put this in the middle. Whoop. Save a bit back. Bit of runaway. Oh yeah, that's good. A little bit of sauce drizzled over the top.
So which sauce is that?
This is it's the Asian barbecue sauce. So it's ketchup, soy, a couple of other things. I'll write them all up. I will get them written up this time. A little bit of coriander because it always looks pretty. A few chilies. Nice. Right, let's get this pancake out. So I'm going to try and get it to my board in one piece. What do you reckon the chances are? I could take the pan, I suppose. That'd be controversial. So this is nicely cooked. Got that and that. I'll come back and shut it in a second. It's not easy doing this with big mittens on. Right, pop that in there and lose it. So you could do this in your cast iron pan. If you've got a cast iron skillet, that would work. Got a spare bit there. Oh, I have to get my spatula on. Some of these down there. A couple more bits. That one looks pretty. One more. Again, I'm going to do a tiny bit of coriander. Perfect. Right, now we just need chicken off the skewers. That is done. Yeah. $75, $75, $77. We're done. I'll just take a couple of these. Just turn it off for a sec. Just going to pop them up there. I could put them there just like that, couldn't I? That is my lot. So
Get your peanut butter sauce.
it's here.
Put it on. Just
I'm not going to put it on because Andy doesn't like it.
Thank you, appreciated.
So, there's one to lift. Oh, let's go out in the sun so it all looks good. We have our Thai chicken skewers with a peanut butter sauce. Yeah, and they have got a lot of coconut on them. We have a roasted Asian cauliflower with a barbecue sauce. And then we have our Korean pancakes with a dipping sauce. Perfect. So, cool. Let's take it over.
Yep.
So he wants to try a bit without making it look terrible. Which you're going to go for? Yeah, you may as well have some of this here.
I'm just going to get some forks.
Okay.
Do you want to do that again?
Yeah. She's doing that. Oh dear, you look like a right numpty. Yeah, get a bit of that and see what it tastes like.
Right, so someone's going to do the Jason's going to try the skewers later.
They're good.
Okay, so someone's, so Jeanette Harvey
Yeah.
has said
Hi, Jeanette.
suggestions for sides to do with fish apart from salad. So we'll have a think about that.
Yeah. I'm going to put some.
Right, I'll try a bit of
Yeah.
a Korean potato.
Might have done a tiny bit more longer. Still a tiny bit gloopy, but that's fine.
No, it's not.
Try those. It's okay. Sides to go with fish, not salads, okay? Well, hopefully we're going to have two huge sea bass, which is what I'm allowed to bring back. But who knows? How's that? You tried that one?
Really good.
Anyway, we need to get back into swinging things, don't we?
So we've got
Feel a bit
cook
out of
next
practice after a week off. So we've got a class on Friday, and we'll do another cook on Saturday. This week I'm got an install on Monday in Cambridge, an install on Tuesday in Peterborough. Wednesday I'm playing golf, hopefully. Thursday I'm going fishing with Martin. And Friday we got the class, Martin and Steve. So, but if you need something, do get hold of us. Give it a good dip.
It's quite salty, that's it.
But it's a lot of soy sauce.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice.
Good top.
anyway, cool. How are we doing? Early again. Getting good at this. Or out of practice at chatting. Could have hung on a bit. I want to try that in a minute. Anyway, we'll let those finish cooking. Those are... Turned it off. I didn't turn it on. Did I? Yeah. Don't leave it not spinning because you'll burn them. But like I did. I'll go and rescue those in a minute. Cool. We will do some catching up. We'll definitely get these recipes up because that tastes incredible. I know those are going to... Because I tasted the sauces beforehand. And they're pretty good too. So, you're ruining all my photos. Anyway. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. As ever, subscribe to us on YouTube. These will go back up. These will go onto YouTube and onto our website. And if you've got anything you need from Big Green Egg, just let us know. We took lots of orders while we were on holiday. All the Let's Qs that we took will go out tomorrow on Monday. There's aprons to go out. There's all sorts to go out. So any of that stuff, just give us a shout and hopefully we can sort you out. But thank you for watching.
Cauliflower is a great sauce. If you have it
That with some Asian fish.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
lovely. Just gone
So sea bream, cut into it, lemon juice, lemon slices in it, some chilli over the top, a bit of garlic. Sea bream with that would be super.
So would mackerel.
Yeah, that'd be good. Right, but we'll post these hopefully
Lovely.
today and tomorrow. So I'm going to commit to that. We will post these by the end of tomorrow.
Okay.
Otherwise they just go out and out and out.
Make sure you do.
I know. Right, thank you guys. Have a great weekend. Let us know what you're cooking. Tag us. Let's see how you cook. Oh, one last thing. Kamado Space. There is an offer on at the moment where you get a free chopping board, one of their big free chopping boards. So free chopping board, and we can do something on a cover. They've got there's an offer where you can get part of the cover as well. But we'll sort that out for you. So just give us a shout if you're after a Kamado Space, and we can come and install those, or you can put it together yourself. They just take a little while. Right. I
That
think
sauce
that's
is
it.
nice, that peanut butter one.
I know, it's delicious.
Lush.
Right. Have a great weekend, people. Cheers.